All right. Hello, we are live on 3 platforms. I'm going to share my screen in Telegram and make sure that everything is working. So we're live on X, that's fine. I can find an X, working on Telegram too, and let me just make sure that PumpFun is streaming. It's not, as usual. Very strange. It should be working, but it's not. Give it a second. Usually it comes on a little bit later. There we go. It'll be live now in a second. Usually it doesn't behave very nicely with OBS. I don't know why. There we go. Now we're live. Oh, okay, great. Live on all 3 platforms as usual, as I always try to do. Right, we'll see. I'm gonna just post on Telegram to say that we're live as well. And then we'll begin. Get our usual background music going also. For the heck of it. A bit of atmosphere. Yeah, there we go. Again, I like to do that because sometimes if I stop talking for a second, people think that the stream is down or it's not working. So by having the little background music always going, kind of makes it clear that the stream is working okay. All right, everybody, welcome. This is day 23, if you can believe it. We made it to day 23 of this project. You may have seen that PumpFun announced Know the Wither, a project called Pumpcade. Became the third project out of 12 to receive funding to be a winner in the competition. So still 9 places left to go. That's what I'm still grinding for. Beyond that as well, like we'll keep going. There's loads of other competitions too, but it'd be really nice to win this one, obviously. See it that narrows the field down a little bit. That there's 9. All is good with our entry though. I was talking to just checking with PumpFun about it earlier on this week. So all good. Everything is valid. Everything is logged. All good to go from our perspective, and hopefully they're watching. I'll be doing this all the time because I think it's worth doing. So we've just missed 2 days out of 23. Streamed every other day, so 21 days out of 23. One was when I was traveling for work, and the other one was yesterday when I took a day off from streaming just because I was in the middle of an absolutely monumental dev session. I worked for it's about 21 hours in total over Saturday and Sunday at the weekend, specifically because of what I'll explain, I suppose. I might as well jump to our Kanban board to talk about it. It is this part here. The phase 3 scoring implementation of a new adaptive scoring system is now into testing. So I said that was a pretty big deal. That was something pretty massive that I was working on. Started on Friday, worked through Saturday and Sunday on it as well, and got it to a stage where it has now entered 2 weeks of testing. So I did the first window of testing earlier on today, and I'll basically be doing daily checks every day on it, and assessing the results of the testing, building up the picture of how it's doing, tweaking it, and then hopefully within the next 2 weeks, all going well, this will be live in UpScalp. So this is a big deal. This is a big change. This is why I'm taking such a slow and very, very deliberate process of integrating this. So very, very considered, slow rollout of it. Delighted with the work that I did there that week, over the weekend towards that. The other major thing I was looking at was the API bot as usual. So I continue to work on that constantly. And then today I was doing some work on the education side. So while I need to wait for this phase 3 scoring, I'm kind of slightly limited in what I can do until I start getting more data. So I have to wait for the data to roll out basically every second day. What does that say in the Telegram group? Can't what? Someone's asking a question. Can't. I hope it's that they can't hear me. Yeah, my microphone is working. Should be working. Okay, fingers crossed. As I was saying, I can't really do an enormous amount of work on the scanner for now until I start getting the data about the new scoring implementation. So what I've been doing instead is I have been getting requests about the education side. So that would be providing resources that explain about UpScalp, explain what the signals mean was a big request that I had. It was probably the main request. And then also, I think we definitely need some educational material around futures trading itself. So I've been looking at that today. Yeah, and I think I'll definitely be able to provide some. I was recommending 2 resources from Binance because I thought that they were really good. There was a video and an article. And I've been sharing them over the last couple of days because I think they're really good. So I will produce my own content as well. There's many reasons to do that. Visibility is one. When I was running my previous project, Peachfolio, in 2021, I had a set of articles that I did, which were really fundamental articles. They were about using PancakeSwap, about purchasing BSC on Binance, sending it to a DeFi wallet and swapping for the Peachfolio token using PancakeSwap. And the set of articles that I did were better than Binance's own articles. And for quite a long time, my articles ranked higher than Binance's articles for information about their own products. So like that information about buying BSC, like getting fiat, getting your money onto Binance, then buying something and then sending it out, like from Binance to a DeFi wallet. The articles that I did ranked higher than the Binance ones for a very, very long time. So what that does effectively is it drives a lot of traffic your way. So again, this is why I would do it in a similar way for UpScalp to around the general concepts. So like the fundamental stuffs around futures trading, if I can do some really good content for that, again, it may end up ranking very, very highly in Google searches, and that would drive a lot of traffic towards us. And hopefully would also catch a lot of people who want to learn a bit about futures, but would prefer if they had a tool to help them do it, to help them find good trades and avoid dumb risk. And that's what UpScalp is here for. So that's I guess multifaceted benefits really that you get from this kind of content marketing approach, producing really high quality content. Google loves high quality content. It's how you rank better. Get your content higher by making it high quality and authoritative, and then you can drive traffic your way. So that's what I'll be doing. I was working on it today, a couple of hours into it, and we'll continue to work on that. Don't know when I'll get videos done, but I will try and get videos done by this weekend, say by Saturday or Sunday. I'll try and produce at least one video, because I think, yeah, video content again is just very, very powerful. So I'll see how I get on with that. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's really that phase 3 scoring thing is taking all of my time because it was such a major piece of work, and now the testing is going to be so significant over a 2-week period. Apart from that, the API bot is into the final stage of testing. So actually, let me do that. That's phase 2 updates with UpScalp improvement lessons learned. Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry, that's the product 4. Yeah, I'm going to put that back. I want to look at, see, do I have an API bot in the portfolio dashboard? No. This one is done. Did that work as well? I don't think I've got a major API bot one here, but that is also entering final 4 weeks. So signal delivery phase 2, no, still working on that too. That one is kind of done. That's as done as far as I'm going to take it. Yeah, I've been talking a lot about this in the UpScalp Telegram group about integrating AI into products, and I think I discussed it on one of the live streams here last week too, on Thursday, I think, that the risks are still too high for just like allowing AI straight into your product. I think people are a little bit blinded by the lights with OpenClaw, whereas in reality the number of like really effective and safe implementations of OpenClaw are very, very small, to be perfectly honest. Whereas on the other side, the number of exploits, security risks, and horrific failures people have had with OpenClaw, like deleting entire disks, deleting people's entire mailboxes, email accounts. I think it's a very underdeveloped technology and way too risky for us to integrate into something like UpScalp in a similar way. Plus, there's the cost. Like you're spending money on API tokens, which I'd have to find a way to fund by charging, I guess. I'm not up for charging our user base more than what I'm charging currently, which is just 5 million tokens, 0.5% of supply that you need to hold. There is no additional charge at the moment to use the premium signals bot, UpScalp Premium. I'm happy to stay with that. So right now, what I am using AI for, as I was saying, is research for helping me build the product and QA the product, in particular Codex. Very, very good for QA testing. And also just general finding of information. I have processes set up for finding new research about futures trading and then using it. So optimizing it, taking the most value from it, relating that value to what UpScalp actually does, and then building, basically making specifications and building from it. But as for putting it into the product itself, that's way, way down the line. I will wait and see that hallucinations drop in AI products and reliability increases. So that's where we're at. The main thing, I guess, the only other really main thing that I wanted to speak about today in the stream was that I'm announcing my first AMA that I've done for this product. So I've been doing live streams here every day, but I haven't been doing public AMAs or spaces on X. And I said I would. It's definitely in my plans to do it. So I've booked one, and I'm looking at getting another one as well. So there might be 2 this week even. But let's announce the first one. I'm really delighted to say that I'll be appearing on Assure DeFi's space on Friday, which is 2 p.m. EST. So that is, I think it's like 5 p.m. 6 p.m. my time, something like that. Around 1800 UTC. I'll figure it out. So I'll probably actually be able to do this live stream still, and then go straight to the space afterwards. So as you know, I hope you know that I did KYC with Assure DeFi. Really, really great process. Very, very thorough. They know everything about me. They know where I live, my real life career that I've had. Yeah, and it was very, very thorough. So my KYC got approved. Some people will know the story that a day or 2 after my one got approved, there was the incident with Sidex, another project who applied for Assure DeFi KYC. Assure DeFi smelled something funny. They didn't think it sounded right. They refused to approve it. And within about 10 hours, Sidex rugged. So it shows the power of Assure DeFi KYC, I guess, that they do a lot of due diligence. They don't approve it to just anybody, and you have to do quite a lot with them to get your KYC approved. And I did it for this because I felt it was worth doing. I can't fully dox right now this second. I would love to. If PumpFun want to award me the prize, I will be doxing, no problem. But currently I can't fully dox. But this is like a halfway to that by doing KYC with Assure DeFi. Yeah, again, because they're a trusted source of DeFi KYC verification. So that's it. So we'll be up on the lineup for that. And as you can see there in this tweet, which I'll be sharing, distributing in a few minutes, there is a shot at up to 100k in funding for people who take part in this. So yeah, really, really looking forward to that. Should be very, very interesting. And delighted to be getting the opportunity to spread the word about UpScalp even further and to a totally new audience. If I announce the second AMA that I'm looking for this week, if I manage to get that set up for this week, I'll announce it soon as well. I probably won't wait till tomorrow's stream if I can get it organized. If I don't get it organized today, it'll probably be next week. But yeah, I'm beginning to look for spaces. I'll be making more public appearances to publicize UpScalp. So that's it. What I'm probably going to do now at this point is go back to work, to be honest. There's quite a lot of work to do. I still need to do the marketing stuff that I have on my backlog here. I'm going to move it into to do, I think. Let me just see where it was. Where was it? It was here. I moved to the top. Add UpScalp to token tracker platforms. Yeah, so I'll move that one back up to the top while I'm waiting for the other stuff that I'm testing. So yeah, I need to do that today. I need to keep working on the educational content, and then just tipping away with the API bot as well. So that's where we're at today. Loads of building over the weekend. I was pretty shattered last night, to be honest. Pretty wrecked. Went to bed early, slept a lot, because this is pretty busy stuff working like this. But I'm really delighted with the progress. It was totally worth it. Very, very successful weekend of work, and that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with another live stream, and I'll have more updates for you about the progress of UpScalp. Talk to you then. Thanks very much.